So hello everyone, welcome back to the data science program. In this video we'll be covering two problems based on string, and this is going to be the last video on strings, and this is going to be the fourth video and last video on strings. So I'll just take you guys to the Google Colab notebook where I'll show you guys what are the two problems we are going to solve in this session. So I'll take you guys to the Google Colab notebook. So these are the two problems we are going to solve in this session. So in the first problem it says that we have to write a Python program to convert a string to a title case without using the title function. So we already know that by using the title function we can convert a string to a title case, but here we don't have to use the title function. Without using the title function we have to solve this problem. So first I will show you guys what is the approach for this problem. So suppose we have a string here, hello MS Dhoni. If you do dot split, here we'll get a list. Inside list we'll have three words. That means whenever we have a space here inside this double quotes, so what on the basis of space it's dividing and it's storing inside a list, so we are getting three words here. So how to approach this problem? So what we have to do here is we have to take this word and we have to convert this small h into the capital H. Then we have to take this word, then we have to convert this small m into the capital M. Then we have to take this term and we have to convert this small d into the capital D. So for that what we'll be doing is, first we'll be taking the input from the user. So let's say we are taking s equals to input, enter the string. So we are getting the string, we are taking it from the user, and what we have to do is whatever the string the user is providing, we have to convert it into this form and we have to store it inside a list. For that we'll be taking a empty list. So we are taking an empty list here, and we are taking a for loop for I in s dot split. So why we are taking this s dot split is, if you take for I in s, what will happen is, suppose you are taking the string as hello MS Dhoni. So what will happen is, in the first iteration I value will become h, then I value will become e, then I value will become l, and so on. But when you are taking I in s dot split, in the first iteration we'll have I equals to hello. In the next iteration we'll have I equals to MS. In the next iteration we'll have I equals to Dhoni. So we are doing this, and inside this for loop, let's say what we'll be doing is we'll be taking suppose we are printing I of 0. Suppose we are taking I of 0 here. So I of 0 means for the first word this h, for the second word this m. It's on the 0th index. For Dhoni is the small d. So what we'll be using here is dot upper. So if you use upper function here, whatever is present on the 0th index of all these words, it will be converted into capital ones. So and we will add I of 1 onwards. So 1 onwards means in the first word 1 onward means from E till O. Here we have only two letters, so it will start from S and it will end at S. In this part 1 onwards means H, O and I. So what we are doing, and we will do dot lower, and we will use this function. So what we are doing here is we are simply printing the first whatever the first character is present inside this complete sentence, in the complete sentence, we are converting the first letter to the capital one, and the rest of the letter will be in the small one. So now if you try to print this, let's say we are writing hello MS Dhoni, and if you run the cell, see, we have converted this first character to the capital one, the second character to this capital one, and the third character. But we want to get this as a complete sentence. Here we are getting word by word. For that, what we'll be doing is simply we'll be appending this inside this empty list. So what we will do here is we will simply append l dot append. So we are converting these letters to capital one, and we are appending it into the empty list. And now if we print, we are coming out of the loop and we are printing. Suppose you are printing L, we are printing L here. So now if we run the cell, we will get a list. We will get a list here. Hello MS Dhoni. If you run the cell, we will get a list. See, we are getting inside a list, but still we are not getting as a sentence. We are getting we are getting this sentence inside a list, and we have converted this first letters to capital ones, and the rest of the letters are in small letters only. But we want to get this as a sentence. For that, we have to convert this into a sentence. For that, what we will do, we will simply join on the basis of space here. So instead of this L, what we will do is we will simply take this, and we will join on the basis of this. We are joining on the basis of this space, and we are joining L. And now if we run the cell, we will get the sentence. And it's taking a bit of time, but it will run eventually. So hello MS Dhoni, and now if we run the cell, see, we are getting the sentence hello MS Dhoni, and we have converted the user has given us hello MS Dhoni in small letters, so we have converted the first letter into this from the first word. We have converted the first letter into the capital one. From the second word, we have converted the first letter to the capital one, and from the third word, we have converted the first letter to the capital one. Rest of the letters are in small letters only. So that's about this small problem. And now we will see this second problem. Here we have to convert an integer into a string. So we suppose if you do str of, let's say, 6. Here we have given 6 as an integer to this function string, and we will get the output as a string here. See, we are getting the output as string inside this single quote. So we have to write a program where we are getting the input from the user, and we have to convert that number into the string. And for that, what I'll be doing is I will first take a variable number, and I will ask the user to int to provide the input. It's going to be in the integer format, because we are taking the number, we are not taking the string. So int input, enter the number. So we are asking the user to enter the number, and now we will take one result variable, and it's going to be a empty string. We are taking this. Sorry about that, I'm getting some message. Sorry. See, we have number int input, enter the number. Then we have one more variable result, and we will take one more variable by the name of digits. Let's say digits, and we will take in the string format only. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. See, 9. So it's going to be in the string form only. So how to approach this problem? See, suppose we are getting the input from the user as 576. So how to solve this problem? So we have 576. Let's say 576. So we have to extract this 6 and we have to store it inside this result. Then we have to remove this 6. Then we will be left out with 57. Then we have to extract this 7. We have to store it inside. We have to add it to this result where we already have 6. Then we have to remove this 2, and then we have to add this 5 to this result, like that. So how to approach? So we will take one while loop. While number not equal to 0. While number not equals to 0, and number not equals to 0, we will take result equals to index position of this digit. So what I am doing here is, see, what I am doing here is, we have to, suppose we are getting 576, so we need this 6. For that, what we will be doing is, we will do number modulus 10. So if you do 576 modulus 10, we will get 57, and this 6 will be the remainder. So we will get 6 as the output. So we are getting 6 here. We are getting 6. Digit of 6 means the index position of 6. Sixth, we want from this digit we want this 6th index position. That means 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. On the 6th index position we have 6. So that will be stored inside this result, and then we will add this to, and we will add result. I will explain everything again. So, and we will take number integer division 10. I will explain everything. See, now I will explain everything. Suppose we have this input from the user. We have 576. First we want this 6. So initially the result we have empty string. So empty string equals to the index 6 digit. From digit we will extract the 6th index position of 6. So 0 1 2 we are getting 6 here. That means digit 6 we are getting here. We are getting digit, and like this we are getting. So the output of this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. We are getting 6, and we are adding this to result, but result initially is the empty string. So we are adding this 6 to this result. We are adding this 6 to this result. Now we have 6 inside this result. Now we are doing number equals to we have number equals to number integer division 10. That means when you do 576 integer division 10, we will get 57. This 6 will be removed. Now we have left out with 57, and now again you do this same process, result, and then number is 57 modulus 10. Then we will get 7, and we will add this to this result where we already have 6. So now we will have 7 and 6 inside this result, and same way we will in the next iteration we will have 576, and that will be stored inside this result. So now what we have to do is, we have to come out of this loop and we have to print a result. We will print a result. If you print result, we will get it's asking us to enter the number. Suppose we are entering 67. we are getting 67, but 67 is not a string. We are getting as an integer only, but we have written this program to convert this integer to a string. What you can do is, actually it's a string only, but it's Python is not showing us inside single quote or double quote. So what you can do, just to verify, what we can do is just write print and just check type of result. If you check the type of result, see what we will get here. We're entering any number, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, any number of your choice. See, we are getting this output and the class is a string. Actually it's the data type of this is a string only, the class is a string, and that's how you can convert a string into that's how you can convert an integer into a string. So I'll just summarize everything again. We are taking the input in the form of integer from the user, and we have a empty string result. We have a variable by the name of result where we are storing an empty string, and we have this limit. And what we are doing is, initially in the result we are taking this digit, we have taken this complete digit, and number, we are doing number modulus of 10, and that we are taking as the index of this digit. So number is 576, let's say. So 576 modulus 10 is 6. So we are adding this to result. Result initially is empty, so we are having 6 inside. Next iteration we are having 76, and in the next iteration we are having 576. And then every each and every iteration, what we are doing is number equals to number integer division 10, and we are printing the result, and we are checking the type of the result. So that's about these two problems. With that we have completed our data type strings, and from next video we'll start with the new data type. Most probably we'll start with list only. So that's about this session. Thank you for watching. Thank you.